Hey, Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online?
Welcome to the rockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the rockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The rockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
A very pleasant good day and welcome to the Martensville Curling Club in Saskatchewan. It's the Aly Jenkins Mixed Doubles Memorial. We had this matchup this morning between Tori, Koana and Aoki versus Jenny Perret and Rios from Switzerland. My name's Dave Schmell. Happy to have you joining us here on Curling Stadium. Let's see. Perret and Rios are throwing the yellow stones here. Koana and Aoki have the red. Getting set up for this play here in mixed doubles.
Hello, Dave.
I'm joined now by Rory McCusker. Good morning, Rory.
Good morning.
So this field has quite the field, Rory. I just took a look at the world standings. I may have missed somebody, but we appear to have number 1, number 4, number 7, number 12, number 14, and number 18 in the world in the field.
Yeah, no joke.
No joke indeed.
So that would come from the original, Aly Jenkins Memorial that attracted quite a field. But since then, it's been the hard work of James Gordon, icemaker here in Martensville.
And it looks like we had the colors flipped there because that was Perret and Rios throwing red there. So we'll get that fixed up right quick.
Still working on a few things. This is our first game of the weekend. Quite a few things to iron out here. I'll get those colors flipped.
That's okay. We're not judging you at all, Rory. We're just criticizing everything that you do.
Okay, there we go. Adamski, okay, that's one thing fixed. Camera switch, that's one thing fixed. The right overhead, that's another thing fixed. I'm working at breakneck speed here, Dave.
Thank you very much.
And we will be missing some viewers today, Schmel. We have the Japanese feed going as well. So
yes, I saw that. We have our Aoki doing that.
That's just the magic of Jerry Gertz. Figured it out somehow.
Well, Jerry is a magician.
Perret Rios, one of the oldest names in mixed doubles. Right when the sport had its first Olympic birth, I'm pretty sure they were Team Switzerland then as well.
Yeah, they certainly have been good for a while. And the stroll comes in. And freezes right there. Corner frozen, top of the tee line.
Going to be a bit of a longer view this end. That's just trying to get things figured out here. But we can see the action. We can see the smattering of huge logos in the ice. James has really stepped up this year for sponsors at the Martensville Curling Club. That's awesome.
And James Gordon, the head ice maker at Martensville.
And club manager.
And club manager. I'm sure they were nice enough to give him both titles without any change of salary.
Really nice mixed doubles shot, just pushing that rock to the back of the tee line, keeping their rock in a good controlling position up front. That's just every version of the first few shots of mixed doubles end has to have some element of that.
Okay. No. So apparently he's here.
I didn't hear that, Dave.
Everyone is doubled.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. Everyone is what?
Hearing me. Doubled.
Hearing you doubled. Are you sure that's still happening, or?
I just checked my feed.
Okay. Add that to the list. Shit. Yeah, I don't have my cameras on here either. All right.
So here's Jenny. And her stone's on the way. So here's Jenny. Coming on down, and it's going to shuffle things around here some and leave it with them sitting one. You see that whole barrage of red rocks. So here's Aoki. Just looking to settle on in there. This one's hanging way out wide. It's got a lot of curling to do. So here's Aoki. Gets in there, but it's going to be just a single point for Koana and Aoki. They take the lead. We'll be back with the second end in just a second.
Hey, Ben.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
And welcome back to Martensville. It was a single point for Koana and Aoki in the first end. Perret and Rios having the hammer here in end number 2. Still working through a few of our gremlins here. I think we had the audio one figured out, so appreciate your patience on that. See the setup there. That first draw was made beautifully, right on down to the back of the forefoot. And Perret fouls down with one of our own right on the corner. This team of Koana and Aoki are ranked number 4 in the world. So looking here just to get the angle back in their favor. Just working it past the guard here. Curling up an awful lot. Does come down very nicely frozen. So you see the angle there. It is 1 for Perret and Rios right now, but the Aoki stone and Koana stone is very well in a command position, so to speak. So this is where you have one of those turning points in the end. Are we going to open it up or try another draw in? It's going to be another draw. Comes just about where they wanted it. They do lie 1 and 2 right now. It does leave a pocket there, and that's really what mixed doubles is all about, setting up those pockets. So Koana coming down, looking to get down to her own yellow one and push back the red. It's going to curl across the face. Where does it end up? It does kick out one of the reds, leaves them corner frozen on top of the scoring area. Very close for shot right now, but certainly control rocks for yellow. So Rios bringing the fire. Just a straight peel of the top guard there. Wouldn't be surprised to see it come right back. Replacing the guard is certainly a valid play right now. You could also throw a draw on the intern side, the left side, as we're looking at the long shot, and come down to the red stone belonging to the Swiss. See what they settled on. Aoki comes on down the brush. It's always an interesting dynamic if a team elects to have somebody hold the broom or have both members of the team on the delivery side. It really comes down to a lot of preference, the ability of somebody to get up and sweep their own, who they think the more effective sweeper is. So they are going to try to angle theirs and kick out the red. They do nicely pick it out, move it to the back, and they now lie 4. So big trouble here for Perret and Rios. Remember, there's no blanks in mixed doubles, even if you could find a way to make all that granite go. You lose the hammer if you were to blank an end. So after forcing their opponent in the first, they're staring down a force of their own right now. So Rios. Well, you see how they got them all to move around there. Still shot for Koana and Aoki. Obvious shot looks to be to just remove that high red. Good freeze to it as well. The final stone from Aoki. Comes right on in and does slide behind the tee line. Question is, can Jenny rattle enough of them around to get a multiple score out of it? If you were to hit dead in the middle of those two stones, can he get enough action to score 2? I think you can. Of course, you can always draw and take the tie. Final stone of the second. Rios and Perret both working it hard.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Okay, got it.
And welcome back to Martensville. It's all tied up here between Tori Koana, Aoki, and Jenny Perret and Martin Rios. Rios served as the coach for the Swiss junior national team that was at the World Championship in Cortina this last year. Had an opportunity to rub some elbows with Martin. Nice guy, always a big smile on his face. So you see the pre-placed stone there, that's in the back four. And then high draw. None of these stones can be removed from play yet till the fifth rock appears. That's what makes the game just a little bit different than the traditional four-player game. It's kind of the free guard zone on steroids. Or if you're old enough to remember, it's a 5-rock Moncton rule. This one's going to pick on the top of the yellow and roll under cover. That's a pretty good result for Rios and Perret. Does put their stone under cover, exposes the stone that was in the way, really.
Hey, Dave, Rory joining you back here. Sorry for making you carry it for a few ends on your own like that.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm happy to have you at old times, Rory.
Two super good teams. We've seen that evidence so far. Like, getting something out of your early shots is so key in mixed doubles, and both teams have really been doing that. Can't really afford flat-out misses in a game where you only throw 5 stones per end and where the scoring area is already so focused.
Yeah, if you have trouble with draw weight, I mean, play mixed doubles for a while, you're going to get better, or you're going to be the recipient of a lot of free cocktails.
Koana and Aoki, these are some of James's favorite athletes. They always bring him Japanese candy, which is an easy way to win over an ice maker.
Oh, the Japanese candy. I when I was in Japan, there was about 50 different kinds of Kit Kats.
I don't doubt it.
You know, from matcha to seaweed, it was unbelievable.
Okay, got a bit of a camera freeze here. This isn't just our feed. Just number one camera. Not playing ball right now. We're gonna have to wait and see what happened here.
We do apologize for the technical difficulties, folks. It's we're waiting for our machines to have their morning coffee.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
So, if you have a favorite, another thing, they have a lot of different Pringles flavors. So if you want to chime in the chat as to what your favorite exotic Pringles or Kit Kat is that you can only get in Japan, we'd actually kind of like to know. Well, I would.
Okay, we got an overhead, Dave.
Hey, we got a lot of rocks moving, and it's a bomb was set off by Rios, and there's 3 of theirs left, and none for Koana and Aoki. He made a triple takeout. That's one way to improve your standing in mixed doubles, Rory. Just make them all go away. It's now looking to find a way to hit and roll under cover here, or just roll straight under. Aoki on the sweep. Let's see what our options are now. That undercover, you have either the run or the draw available. It's not shot stone, so Jenny and Martin could choose just to split the house here, or just lie 2. Looks like they're going to try to draw the top 4 there. Draw coming on down. Where's this going to settle? It settles right there on the top of the 4-foot. Well thrown by Martin Rios. They lie 2. Gonna be tough to manufacture 2 out of this now. No double really there. You could risk another freeze, and then if they guard it, it's going to be a tough draw for your single. Once again, we know that our video feeds are not cooperating with us at the moment. Do apologize for that. So it just hits and stays open there. Was not able to roll underneath any kind of cover. A simple hit back and remove that stone. Just want to make sure you don't leave a double. Well played game in the early going. But you would expect that for two of the top teams. Perret and Rios are number 12 in the world. On the way with their final stone, just looking to hit and stay there and sit two. Mission accomplished. The question is the double there? Taking a look at the angle, it goes, but the real question is, are you going to catch yours in the way by? It looks like you should be able to get the top guy underneath of the yellow stone and get two. As long as you make contact, you're not giving up more than one. So not a huge risk in this shot. So I think it's definitely worth taking on. So, go Aoki. Looking to make this cross house double for two. Final stone of the third end. We'll be back from Martensville after this. Single point for Perret and Rios.
Hey, Ben, what's the Aztec safety?
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
And welcome back. It was a steal of one for Perret and Rios here from the Aly Jenkins Mixed Doubles Memorial here on Curling Stadium. Thank you so much for joining us. Tori Koana and Aoki will retain the hammer here in the fourth end. You see the first throw was nicely made by Jenny. Now trying to follow it down. Probably a little heavier than they would have liked to. Don't know how much they really wanted to release theirs off the back. Right off the jump.
Yeah, it looks like Red's first shot, a little heavy as well. Two's got a better angle on there. This is kind of the magic stone right here, though, the one that's going to sit above the button. He's signaling up.
The magic stone.
The magic rock. The one that's going to make the magic happen.
Now, Martin Rios trying to be the magic man. You've heard of Magic Mike. Would it be Magic Martin? Not with that one.
Oh, perfect little bed for this next rock to go to sleep in. You can cover the pin, have kind of a angle on both the in-turn and out-turn. I think that rock is going nowhere if you put it right on the pin.
Definitely be a couple rocks away from going anywhere, and there's not that many in mixed doubles. Like you said, every shot's so vitally important. So they are looking to put it right in there so where it can be cradled and swaddled and caressed and loved like a newborn baby.
Little 9-pound, 8-ounce newborn baby Jesus. Just waiting to be laid into the forefoot.
So Tori Koana.
So
Electing for the hit to open it up, and Rory, that's a little interesting.
it is. They know more than us, so it's more so we should just learn from that call. But yeah, just they figured it was more important to clear the forefoot and have two in there themselves. Yeah, interesting. Maybe fear to force or something if they would have just drew in there.
I mean, I suspect that a hit of some sort's coming. It doesn't look like the double goes. Looks like the double jams. So this will just be a single hit, looking to sneak it past the red in the back 12 and maybe get a little bit of a roll so they at least get edge on edge. If you get edge on edge, any attempt to remove this red stone will be Jam City. So the stone for Martin.
Yeah, tiny flop in. I bet they can get to the inside of nose of that.
It does look like it's gettable without jamming. Didn't really get enough of a roll. In fact, with a nice little downweight shot, they should be able to get a nice roll for their own. So that's what Tori's going to take on right now. plenty of room past the guard. Going to get up across the face. That's a nice shot.
Perfect. Yep.
So now it's going to be the long straight back run for Martin Rios. He's going to try to bring a 42-pound baby boy into the world. You know, I'm just saying, I bet you, Rory, that Martin was not a 5-pound baby.
Oh, Swiss unit. Clears one of them out of there.
Yep.
Rolls the center guard off. So I think we're seeing it with Koana Aoki, that earlier call on Koana's. Like, they're just going for 2 here. They wanted to avoid danger, give themselves a shot at 2. I think that's why they decided to clear the forfeit the way they did.
Like you said, they know more than us.
Probably.
That's an awful lot of logos that James put in this year. So this one's on the way. Going to try to work their way around the outside.
Yeah, they went they went that wide out turn because they thought that was the only way to get inside positioning on the red, but it's a much tougher path and no one's been out there. So
yeah, did not get to be second shot. So bit of an unforced error there.
kind of a dream shot. Like they knew that was the path, but no one had been there. It just, I don't know. Without 2 sweepers and someone holding the broom, I feel like that was a little too difficult to take on. I would have just been looping on the in-turn across the guard, but they end up in the same place anyway. No big deal. Shot first and third.
Now, very important that they take this one out and still lie 1 and 2. It's going to be very difficult to avoid leaving a double back.
Yeah, just got to leave that somewhere in the 4-foot or 8-foot.
So the final from Perret and Rios.
You need the same shot regardless? You need the same shot regardless? Yeah,
Going to make the hit, and let's see where the roll goes.
Oh, got away with it. Almost got a little too crazy with the roll.
Well, they danced with the devil in the pale moonlight, and it worked out.
Yeah, I just had to make sure that there's no double. Couldn't get inside of nose.
So the force is on. It's going to be a draw for 1. To tie the game through 4. Final stone of the 4th on the way.
A last minute discussion here.
Both of them sweeping it now. They got to make sure they drag it there. Looks like it has plenty of steam. And that settles in just fine. And we're going to be all tied up after 4. We'll be back in just a moment.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
And welcome back. It's the 5th end of action. It's all tied up. It's a single point for each of them, and we have a dance between these two talented teams at the Aly Jenkins Mixed Double Memorial Classic from the Martensville Curling Club in Saskatchewan. Dave Schmel and Rory McCusker are here with you, and it's been a back and forth at their heels. Just both of these teams very highly skilled and not giving the others too much of an opening.
Yeah, if I had to give an advantage so far, I guess I'd give it to Koana Aoki. The yellows have kind of been in better positioning, but scoreboard still says 2-2.
I think it's appropriate that we have the Churchill Brewing Company doubles board behind the mixed doubles game.
Ah, yes. Shade deep once again. That first rock has been a little heavy for red.
And when you do that, you're just inviting your opponent to sit down right on top of it and really take the end away from you right off the jump.
Did that sound like a cat, Dave? Because it was.
Oh. Everybody, let's say hi to Rory's little pussy cat.
Just so jealous that I'm clicking buttons and stuff. I had to get in on the action.
As long as the cat can get us clean audio, he can work all he wants.
Yeah, that's never happened except for that one time, but we can have faith. Tori Koana used to skip her own women's team. I don't think that's the case anymore. Focusing on mixed doubles. Let's go.
Gets past the guard without an issue. Past the second guard. Needs to curl up to the red. Does ticket and move it back. So the pendulum swings back a little bit in favor of Perret and Rios. So it's going to be a draw down. They want to get on top. I think the perfect spot would probably be just the top of the button area. on the way here from Rios. From Glarus, Switzerland.
Oh, saying he burnt it. Interesting.
He burned the rock. Question is, where did he burn in? But
Yeah.
just trying to take a look at the feed again on the
Got it
delay.
here. Replay on.
Yep.
He would have burnt it just before the hog line.
And so he very properly removed it from play, as you should.
Interesting.
One of the great things about our sport, people call their own fouls.
And, you know, sometimes you end up wondering, like, oh, maybe he should have let it play out. Maybe Koana Aoki would have had an advantage there or something. You know, that was going to end up in a good spot for Perret and Rios. Like, that was an in-turn draw. Even if it was light, even if it was a little inside, that was still going to take away a valuable path. So, yeah, no sneakiness there. That was just, he recognized he burnt it before the hog line, and she gone.
So let's see if Koana can take advantage of this. Aoki hard on the brush. This one's going to settle in absolutely nicely, and they take maximum advantage of that.
Really nice shot. Near perfect spot.
We have 4 games going on in this draw right now. Over on sheet 1, it is Gill and Hewitt scoring thus far in every end with a 5-0 lead over the local team from Moose Jaw. We have Damen and Van Amsterdam trailing Kim and Jung by a score of 2-1. And Yun Yu from China have a 3-2 lead over Lang and Lang from Saskatchewan. And of course, you can watch all these games on Curling Stadium. Just go to our Curling Zone YouTube page. We have all those feeds up. You can never miss the action. You can catch up on it. Also have a fun thing for your curling club at home. We have a 24/7 replay stream, so you can always have curling on at the club. When we first launched that, Rory, that was a little bit scary to me, and I'll tell you why. I went to sleep, and I often go to sleep to a documentary of some sort. And I was awoken to the sound of my own voice at 3 a.m., and it absolutely terrified me. So after that run back,
We got Rios just
hammered it.
yeah, got 2 guards out of the way and moved the rock on the button. It's a massive run back. 3 rocks move, and they're in business once again this end.
I mean, it would seem that the simple shot would be just to kill the red if you're Koana and Aoki right now. I think it's a little bit too far back to get a good angle on it. That's not going to give your opponent a shot back. I think staying on the force train is probably the right course of action at this moment.
Yeah, I think the right shot is both. Like there's nowhere else to put it. You got to just put it right on top of that red, don't you? I mean, I guess the decision, Dave, is do you move the red or not?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would be in favor of taking it out of scoring position right now. It's
Yeah, you're never really, like, you're behind the tee line anyway. and we've seen the kind of tactics from Koana Aoki all game is just to kind of keep it within range. Like they're not trying to win the game in one end. We saw that in the third. It would be in character of them to move this redstone for sure. Talking things over, taking a look at some options.
Yeah, I mean, like my first instinct was to just kind of chase that shots in that red rock and move it a good deal and just force a play against multiples. But
was she just asking for more? Who was she asking for more ice there? That was kind of a weird little hand signal. I don't know. I must be missing something.
Well, maybe she asked her opponent to stay in a very particular space.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
She did ask for more ice.
I must have been missing something there.
Haven't laid a broom to this one yet. Coming on down.
Ooh, I think not quite enough. I think you can punch that one out, but still not looking at a ton of danger right now. Come on, Aoki. They'll be able to remove our red on the next one, at least.
So what's your thoughts of numbers in the back of jerseys?
Generally opposed, but I don't really let stuff like that bug me. But since we're just kind of BS and watching curling, I'll take the hard stance. Not for it. There's two of you.
Yeah. I mean, this is morning coffee curling. This is coffee and curling. This is the casual draw.
What about you, Dave? What do you think? I think the only acceptable numbers are 1 and 2.
I'm 16-5 against teams so thusly uniformed.
Oh wow, that's some good stat keeping.
Now I might forget what I had for breakfast, but I know that.
Well, here's what I'll say. Right when that was getting popular, University Nationals 2014, our team decided to do numbers. I thought it was kind of dumb, so I picked the most obnoxious one I possibly could, 88. And as we were on the ice, I could actually feel some stares and some not awesome looks. I decided to myself, I don't want to be that guy. Never mind. So that was the last time a number ever graced my jersey.
Well, according to AI, the most famous American football player with 81 is Terrell Owens, and that is by definition obnoxious. But that's not Martin. I'll make that perfectly clear.
Yeah, but you know what? He throws the bombs sometimes. He's a unit. You got to respect his space out there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a bad comparison.
And of course, Jenny is wearing 23, and that's just Jordan. Period.
So misses light there, which I don't think was the right miss. I feel like you gotta whack the yellow in some capacity. I feel like staying on the outturn side there was advantageous as well. Now, Koana Aoki, they're shot rock, and I think the angle to cleanly remove the yellow on the outturn is no longer there. So I'm going to call that a miss from red.
You know what? And there's a very good point just thrown up in the chat there by CB. Says, if you have one Olympic medal, you can wear a number. Fair point. Very fair play.
You can do whatever you want at that point.
Yeah. The folks to be perfectly clear, the folks I play against who wear numbers certainly have not won an Olympic medal.
Yeah, I think that's my stance. If it's club play, you find anything to make fun of your opponent with. Anything to chirp them with is fair game. And numbers are very out there for that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's Corey wide again. That's right where red would have wanted their stone.
Yep. Well, you often say that if it's where your opponent would have won it, it's not a bad place to put it yourself.
So, intern kind of smash is there. I bet you score 1 doing that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on the outturn, Dave.
No, I think that smash is the only option you have. Have to be really careful not to kill your own here. Shouldn't be too much danger to do that, but that would go from being moderately unacceptable to an absolutely catastrophe. So you just gotta kind of come on.
Chunks the guard, and now we'll decide if it's looking like 2 to me.
And so it is, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, Ben, what's the Aztecs?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock.
And welcome back. It was a steal of 2 for Koana and Aoki. And it's now time for the power play. You see that first push shot was made.
Love seeing the power play in 6, no matter what the score is, no matter who has hammer. You see teams go the whole game without using it sometimes, or they're using it when it's too late. Make sure to take a competitive power play. That's my mixed doubles stance.
Well, you are Rory Hot Take McCusker.
I mean, we see it with the blank rule at the slams. You can only blank one end, so teams get in their head, okay, well, I got to save that blank. It's precious. I can only use it in the 7th end. That's the only time I can use it. And the whole game went by. We never used one of them, even though we could have. So I think there's still a lot of ironing out to do with that blank end rule, particularly, in how teams use it.
Yeah, well, and we've discussed this an awful lot in the era, but every time you do something, the best teams are going to find a way to exploit it and make that strategy work to their benefit because they are that good.
So no, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. We do have a frozen camera there. What happened from time to time?
But it is Perret and Rios sitting 2. Tori Koana settling in, the number 4 ranked mixed doubles team currently in the world.
Yeah, things get real straightforward now. Hey, like, oh no, I guess they can't hit yet. Yes, they cannot hit yet. They cannot remove a stone from play.
Yep, they have one more left.
Things are not as simple as I thought they would be.
So they played a little tap here, but that's now hitting is certainly allowed. So you're going to see.
I just have not played enough mixed doubles. I don't even really know what I'd do in that situation. I guess she made the right move, just kind of tapped it back a bit. But
well, in general, in mixed doubles, a freeze or a tap is always a good call. But now you're going to see Rios pick this out and trying to roll in front of the yellow there in the wings in line 3. Just very important to try not to leave doubles and triples the rest of the time. You're very spread out. You don't have guards, which is fine. It's tough enough, though, to hold a split for 2, let alone 3.
oh, is that any good?
Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Man, it is like butter, a big stick of butter.
Rios has been heating up last few ends. Hasn't missed much.
Only way that could have been any better is if it was roll frozen on top of that yellow, but otherwise 99.99 out of 100 there.
Yeah, they'll focus on the more open stones for sure. Try to group those other two. Could hit the one that Rios just threw, and it's a little closer to your next one. You're just trying to set up a double, right? So pull a couple feet.
You probably do have a double now on the outside one to the one in the back 4. A lot of distance. At the very least, you rolled towards everything. That's what they're going to take on. Make contact with the first one. And just stay right there. And still first and second shot to Perret and Rios.
So that's always the decision is do I try to throw a big weight and try to move multiple stones, or do I throw a more manageable weight, make sure I get the roll that I want, and present my opponent with a closer grouping, make them make the roll to avoid a double, and then you'll likely have an easier one on your next one. So that's always when to cash it in and when to set it up. So they decided they kind of wanted to cash one in, and because she threw more up weight, it was more specific where she had to hit, and now it's just a hit and stick on the wing. To advance the end, one more rock each, no double made. It's kind of a win for Perret Rios if they make the hit and stick.
Rios supervising his stone down, not really doing too much to it.
Pretty darn good. Now that double's fairly thin.
Yep, no mistake there. So the question
Pretty far away.
Are you going to remove something, try to throw this steep double, or try to freeze your way out of it?
Well, up 2, you got to hit something, that's for sure. It's just again, whether you want to control a roll on top, like into the 4-foot, or take on the double. I bet Corey will take on the double again. That's for a hit and roll. Double's a lot thinner than that.
There you see a good look at the distance involved. As we would say playing pool. A lot of green there.
Here she comes.
And there it goes.
What a cannon.
All the way across. Does it make contact in the back?
Tori Koana can throw smoke. No doubt about it. That was zipping.
Absolutely. Just gets the one, though, so Opportunity to split it up again.
Yeah, wow. That rock was speeding down the ice. I bet that was about 6 seconds. Hog to hog. Not sure I can throw that hard. I'm 200 pounds. Tori Koana, not 200 pounds. And chucking bombs.
Well, I got you beat there, and I can't throw a 6. Not without some very serious arm involvement. So nice draw there from Rios and splitting it up, although it does look like it left a double there.
Yeah, it's kind of worse to both worlds there. He wanted it to stop higher to make the double thin. I guess he should have swept it and evened them up.
So you still hitting one here, Rory?
Yeah, up to. I think you have to. When an opponent uses a power play, I think you got to accept. They're probably going to get 2. So see what you can do to limit it to that.
Take one more stab at the double to try to hold it to 2, or else it's going to be a 3.
Oh, little broom change. 3 missed double attempts. Koana Aoki.
So it's going to be a wide open draw for 3.
Yeah, pretty basic strategy, but it paid off for Perret Rios.
And sometimes, I mean, I see it so often at the club. People try to get a little too fancy with their power play strategy. Because those stones are protected, you can just split the house right off the jump. So final stone, the 6th end. Just needs full 12. And that sells in no problem. So it's 1, 2, and 3 for Perret and Rios. They take a 1-stone lead. Koana and Aoki had the hammer when we return to Martensville right after this.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
And welcome back. It was a big score of 3 for Perret and Rios on their power play to take a 5-4 advantage over Koana and Aoki. Here in the 7th end of play from the Aly Jenkins Mixed Doubles Classic here on Curling Stadium. And we had one power play, and we're going right back to the power play, Rory.
Yeah, good. You know?
Both teams are going to get to use it. Taking a look at some of the other scores, Gill and Hewitt are still rampaging through. They now have a 6-0 advantage. Kim and Jeong have a 6-1 lead over Dominant Van Amsterdam. And Lang from Clavitz, South Saskatchewan, have rallied back to take a 5-3 lead over Yi and Yu from China. Trying to get a second draw in there. Maybe just push back the red a touch.
Yeah, don't want to be light. You got to be on the pile here. Okay, not the worst, but how do you get at that red stone now?
Yeah, it was a little too light. So defensively, would still be able to put essentially a free rock in. You can defensively split the house here if you want. Or I don't mind another guard, Rory.
Yeah, you could do that kind of choker guard, the 4-foot line.
Yeah.
Sort of not really a center guard, not really a corner guard, but just kind of limits the draw path. Looks like they're going to split the rings.
Yeah,
interesting.
Splitting the rings is, I think that's a perfectly valid strategy.
Yeah, in 4-person curling, it would be really dangerous. Like, you just got a lot of rocks to come. But mixed doubles, as long as you're shot, we saw it last end. I mean, they missed 3 doubles in a row. You don't really have as many cracks at it. So as long as you're confident in making this.
Yeah, it's all about the placement. You want to be behind the shot stone here, so the double doesn't work. One of the rare times where you might want to intentionally draw behind the tee line here.
I got you. Yeah.
Rios bringing it back. Needs to keep on bringing it back. Is that far enough? Yes, it is. Now, you see there with that angle, there is absolutely nothing that they can do to get to that. So they're faced with either the choice of making the play here on the yellow, a really cutesy kind of run back, and you're still not even going to be shot after that.
Yeah, you got to keep the end alive, though.
Oh, for sure. But that's why that call is actually so good. It looks simple and it's counterintuitive in the 4-person game, but for mixed doubles curling, that's a perfect call.
You could, I guess, you could pull it off 4-person as well. It's just that many more stones to survive, you know. Yeah, got to move the red here. There's a happy result. Could roll your shooter into a really good spot as well. Very important shot here.
It's a big shot from Koana. Aoki on the brush to hold the line.
Beauty.
How good is that?
Real nice shot. Rolled the shooter, kind of Christmas tree behind the guard. You also can't get to a behind the guard roll on the inside one. It's really nice. I don't think there's a double available. Yeah, it's kind of put Perret Rios on their heels here. They'll have to make a tap.
I'm just going to go and tap that. You see that ice just coming down to it, almost a freeze, a little tappy freeze. Certainly not an easy shot. So here comes Rios. Jenny comes out to join. Got to get down there.
Oh, it's a good sweep.
Oh, absolutely big sweep. He does not get down to be second shot now. So we go back to the, if you're willing to take two, you can play keep away here.
Yeah, it's still a really good positioning. He probably eliminated both those yellow counters under the guard by putting that there. So huge sweep just to chisel off the top one. It's a massive shot. Had to make it.
Absolutely. So now that might have prevented the 3-ender, which means they will have won the battle of the power plays.
Yeah, you said it, Schmel. You got to decide if you're okay with two.
That's not an easy choice because here, if you take two, your opponent's going to have the hammer only down one. But both teams have defended successfully against the deuces in the normal setup. So turning point of the game is coming up here.
Looks like they are taking their medicine and just going to lie to.
Still does force their opponents to a shot.
There we go. Tough-ish to remove.
So Martin feels pretty confident he can pick that. He's going to get out his scalpel.
Take a little slice.
Coming down with plenty of weight to kill it.
Oh, just barely. Keeps the shooter back there, which ends up being a bit of a bonus for sure. Staves off those two yellows in the 12-foot, which Koana Aoki would love to find a way to count, but it just doesn't look like it's in the cards right now.
So, did he have to throw it that hard? Well, it didn't mean you got it out that way because he hit it thin, but maybe you would have had a touch better control and a bit of a lower weight. I don't know. How do you feel about that, Rory?
Well, it just depends on your priorities. If your priorities get rock gone, then throw as much weight as you want.
See rock, hit rock, get rock gone.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll put that on a t-shirt. You'll be able to get that for 747 curling zone bonus points. You can check the Financial Times or the Wall Street Journal for the current exchange rate.
Nice sweep from Go Aoki there. Had that going for the last 15 seconds at least. Was able to save the line and got the weight real close.
And they lied too. So just freezing back on down to it now?
He could play the same shot, could blast it, but really puts you in a position to win the game if you're able to force. It's risky. With no broom in the house, I can't decide what they settled on. Looks like she's lining up a hit to me.
Rios working it. Here it comes. And
Boom, boom. Yeah, it was kind of back where Rios made that semi-freeze on the wing to eliminate the big pile. I think both teams sort of just accepted we're going to play to give yellow 2. And we've just been sort of going through the motions ever since.
shows you how just one shot can swing an entire end here. So final stone, the 7th coming up, looking to draw for 2. On it, right out of his hand.
Yeah, we got both sweepers going now. This looks dead. Oh, they're dragging it.
Can they drag it far enough, Rory?
Yeah, a little early panic.
Well,
But we hit the T line, 2 yellow.
There we go. And Perret and Rios will have the hammer when we come back after this.
Hey, Ben, what's the Aztec?
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Aoki's rock settles on in there. They currently lie 2.
Yeah, it's been kind of a repeat of some previous ends, Dave, where both first rock throwers kind of coming a little deep. I mean, your very first one in the end, I know you got to be in the one on the back of the button, but specifically Perret's rock has been kind of a little heavy every end that we've seen so far.
Yeah, and that's really key. And if they're going to take the 2 and secure the victory here in 8, they're going to have to get some rocks in good position in front of the tee line. So here's Rios. They lie shot for the moment.
Yeah, pretty good spot. I'd be interested to know exactly where they wanted that one. A lot of good spots. That's one of them.
I would probably nestle one right there in between them if I'm throwing a yellow rock right now.
Yeah, there's still that kind of pocket top button. I think that's the obvious spot for a stone.
That's Captain Obvious to you.
It is red that'll have to make things move. So no need to throw any hits or anything yet, I don't think.
So here's the stone from Koana on the way. Aoki just kind of watching it grind. Needs to curl, needs to stop.
Yeah, kind of hanging out in the good stuff right now. Starting to break.
Now Aoki looking to finish it. It's going to come up pretty nice if it gets there. Oh, and it gets there quite nicely.
No, that one snuck up on them. They thought that was wide and heavy until they didn't. Until they needed a straight sweep.
So it does appear to be one red at the moment. Very close. Problem if you're Perret and Rios is that if you make a play on those yellows, it's going to go right on to what is possibly the shot rock all day. So they need to make a play on the other side using theirs and probably hoping to just chap that pair and break it up just a touch. It's going to break it up more than a touch. Oh, that's sneaky.
Outside. I mean, it gets them shot for now. I don't think they're happy with it, though.
No, that's far from the ideal outcome.
It does make things very interesting, though. If you're Koana Aoki and you want to win the game right now in the 8th end, you're not happy with this. You got to make something move here. But if you're okay with a force winning in an extra, you could just seal up the outturn and have them blast at it. Tricky.
Tricky, tricky, tricky. Still the control rocks. Very much belonging to yellow here. From the Yamanashi Curling Club.
Seems like for Koana Aoki, most of the important decision-making happens right here in the hack with Tori in the rubbers. Kind of get a loose idea, and then they skate down and make their important decisions. down at the throwing end.
Well, here it comes. And that's going to rattle around and remove both reds. Clear them out. Gone. Goodbye.
And bam. Tori is a gifted hitter, it would seem.
What a great shot that was. So it's immediate call from Rios. One call only. Got to lock on to the back one. You need to make sure you can even score to push to an extra at this point.
Yeah, still opportunity for two. That was a safe play from Koana Aoki, but now this out-turn freeze is available. You can still definitely win the game if you're red. Nearly perfect weight. Didn't quite get to the inside, but another great example of control from Rios. He's had a solid game.
Up very, very close now. Are you chasing this? Or are you drawing down and tapping it out of the way?
Yeah, this call is going to show us that Koana Aoki, and this is in line with them for the whole game. They're playing for the extra. They want to just make sure that they're eliminating danger. We saw this at a few ends early on where they could have really stepped on the gas and taken some risk, but elected not to. So this is part of the game plan for them. Nice soft weight, Dave. Okay.
Yeah, soft weight from Aoki here.
So they will try to keep a yellow rock in scoring position at the end of this.
Coming on down.
Got to get rid of that red, though. Ooh. Let's get it from the straight-on view. I think that does the trick.
Doesn't now.
Nice clutch shot. Go Aoki. Just hit a smidge and got his shooter right out of harm's way.
And
fairly straightforward, but not super easy kind of backline tap shot.
Yeah, certainly not a gimme for one. I mean, if I'm golfing, it's a gimme because anything that's within a club length might as well be in. So here we go. Final stone of the eighth end.
I'd call it like a fairly straightforward, like 7-footer, you know? You should have it, but always some room for doubt. No doubt here. Oh, almost overswept the carve. That was pretty casual. Rios plays with fire there. Red will get 2. Taps it back for 2, Schmel.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
It's a win for Perret Rios.
And they will take the win over Koana and Aoki, Rory. And how about that? Back and forth game and an unexpected turn there in the end.
Yeah, you know what? I actually didn't really register that was for 2, but looking back on it, it definitely was.
Fantastic shot to bring us home. And we'll be back with you at noon Central Time. For Rory McCusker, I'm Dave Schmel. Thanks for watching Curling Stadium. Have a great day.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning?